I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this.
Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So recently I went to the NEC Toy Fair. This was like just after Christmas, 27th of December. And I've not been buying any toys. I'm just trying to take a step back, just for a little while. Also, the Acolyte. I had an email from, I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I had an email from, well, I've had several emails from Hasbro Pulse. But now apparently my Acolyte box set is going to be shipped. So again, that's more cash that I need to splash. And that was pre-ordered ages ago. And I did think about cancelling it because Acolyte was alright. I thought it was okay. Wasn't the best. It didn't really need to be made. It was a story that didn't really need to be told. Yeah, it was woke, but I just love watching Star Wars. But it was, it wasn't great, but I did enjoy it. But the figures look great. Even the Vintage Collection and Black Series figures look great because I love Star Wars. And I think it was the lightsabers, like especially the yellow lightsabers, just nostalgia overload. So I thought I've got to have them, but because it's taken so long, I mean, America's had them for ages. You can buy them from In Demand Toys or Amazon and get them delivered, but for some reason Hasbro Pulse have been taking ages. So they've been giving me updates, and now apparently, I think the last update was going to be delivered first week in February. Now apparently it's on its way, so that's interesting. But I've been holding back from buying new stuff because, especially from going to the NEC, I just get more of a buzz out of the old stuff. And this is one of the sets I picked up. So this is like Power of the Force 2. And I did pick up a lot of Power of the Force 2 when it first came out back in the day, back in the 90s, because it was brilliant. I had money, I had a job, I had money, I could buy whatever I wanted. And I did pick up a few of these sets as well. Never had this one, which is why it caught my eye. I've still got all my Power of the Force stuff. And this was, well, she wanted £15 for it. I got her down to 12. And the reason it's reduced is because, I don't know if you can see that, Han's gun has kind of fallen out of his hand. So that kind of plasticky stuff has kind of disintegrated over time. Gun's fallen out, so it should be able to, yeah, you can hear the gun in there. So, once his gun's put back in his hand, it'll display nicely. And the thing is, I really like the box because the box is proper nostalgia because it reminds me of the 90s. I had some good times in the 90s. And I love the packaging, very basic but colourful, vibrant, good days. Never had this set. It's the Mynock Hunt set from Empire Strikes Back. Always wanted it. I've seen it around. I thought it was a good price. And what I plan to do, I mean, it's just a quick video. I'm going to open it up just to pull the tray out where they're standing and just reattach Han's gun and put it back. And I'd like to display this in the toy room because it's something new, something fresh. And the gas masks just reminds me of my Rebel Transport. Also reminds me that I need to get some spare gas masks and backpacks for my Rebel Transport because I used to love those. Absolutely loved them. I thought I had loads of gas masks when I first got it, but apparently I think you only get 3 with it. But those, when I've seen the Black Series box sets using the Power of the Force, kind of boxes, I don't buy Black Series, but it's made me want them. Same with the Episode 1, because I collect the Episode 1 carded figures as well. Haven't bought any for a while. I've only got a few that I need to get, including the rare ones that you can pick up in America. And the actual packaging just blows me away because Star Wars was back. With this, Star Wars was back in relation to toys. With the Phantom Menace, when that came out, and I've still got all my loose figures because I opened them all up, even though I was what was it, 1999 when they first came out, and I had a job, I had a girlfriend. I used to go, I used to do stuff. I used to still set my figures up, and that's why. And the difference, the difference between The Power of the Force and Phantom Menace Episode 1 is that not only did we have the toys, but we also had the movie. The movies were back in the cinema. So yeah, they mean a lot to me. And with the Black Series, when they released the not the Comic Con exclusive, so what was it, Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, but when they released the anniversary Phantom Menace Black Series figures, I knew I had to have them, and they hang on the wall in the toy room near to my my old school Episode 1 figures, because I just love it. And I've the Darth Maul on his little speeder bike, as well as the is it the battle droid on, was it called Stap 1 or something? And I've got the original release from Hasbro when the movie came out. Very tempted, not cheap, and to me, you'd buy them to display them in the box. But I don't collect Black Series, but I would love them, and if I had the money I would buy them, because I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I don't know if you're aware. So my plan is to open this up, reseal it, give it a clean up, because it's got a little bit of residue here and there, but it's in quite good condition. But it's also nice to have a proper look, and that's what I'm trying to do. I pick up stuff similar to the Emperor that I bought a couple of years ago, just don't get around to opening it because I get too much stuff. So I'm trying to kind of take a step back from the new stuff and proper enjoy the old stuff, and I just get more out of it. I mean, I get more out of this than and also my mini rigs, than buying some new kind of new Star Wars figure, and that's the honest truth. So yeah, it's a lovely image on the back, because obviously I love the Millennium Falcon. That's another couple of projects I've got for this year. I want to get both those Millennium Falcons completed. Definitely want to get one. I need to find the rest of the parts. I did put my Christmas decorations away, but I didn't have enough time to have a proper look up in the loft for the rest of the parts for the other Falcon. So I'm going to do that. Maybe do that this week. So yeah, 1998. Oh, that was a year. That was a really, really important year in my young life. And I'm looking at the figures on here as well, just to see what ones I had. I think I've got this guy. What's his name? Ishi Tib. I didn't have Luke with the because I bought all the figures in 2005, 2006. So I didn't have Luke. That looks like a decent figure. Vader, I think I've got him, but with the removable helmet. I bought from Vader's Raiders at Milton Keynes. Have got another Comic Con. Isn't as good in my opinion because there's no guests. I don't think it really counts as a Comic Con if there's no guests there. But I think I picked up Vader there. I think I've got Wicket. That looks like a 2-pack. I don't think I've got that. And that's C-3PO with a netting from the pull apart feature, which is obviously from the Ewok Village. I don't know if that's a 3-pack. I'm gonna have to look into that. Because I wouldn't mind that for my my Ewok Village. And it's got a list of Star Wars figures on there as well, which is really interesting. Yeah, this is great looking at this box, but it's in really, really good condition. This is from the late 90s, so I don't need to open it up like Christmas 1985 or anything like that. So I'm just oh look, so it has, right, so she said it was brand new. So look, if you have a look on there, it looks like it has already been opened in the past. Look, that's been sliced, but there's no creases on it. I don't know, maybe she was gonna, oh yeah, look, there is creases. So this has been opened before, so it's not brand new like she said it was. It has been opened, so let's hope that gun is in there. Yeah, so I can see the gun. I don't know if you can see it there, because I was thinking I should just put a bit of plastic in there to make me think that the gun's just kind of rocking around in there, so you can actually see the gun on the back. So I suspect, yeah, the gun's fallen out, and they've attempted to put it back in Han's hand, and it hasn't hasn't kind of worked out. And these old school Power of Force guns, proper thick quality plastic. Vintage collection has improved, but what was I doing? I was setting up my Rebel transport just after Christmas, and I've got my you know, the 4-packs. I bought two 4-packs of the Hoff Rebel troopers, and their guns are rubbish. The rifles especially, just so flimsy and bent. This Power of the Force accessory just kind of puts Hasbro and the vintage collection to shame. But things do seem to have improved. So I want to, yeah, this is all disintegrated. So I want to remove this. That's really bad. I want to remove all that off hands. I don't know if you can see. I want to remove all that off his hands. Is that? Yeah, that's all right. I don't think it's caused any damage. I think I've got everything. Yes, that's all off. Chewie's got, I don't know if you can see, Chewie's got some on his, but I think I'll just, because it's going back in the box, I think I'll just leave that as it is. It's a lovely little display. I really like it, and I do remember seeing it. I've got all this crap here. Right, so let's try and put Hans gun, because these are really good figures. And of course you've got the Mynock as well. I think it's brilliant. Look, and he's got his gas mask. I think this is a great little set. £12. Let your eyes be a guide. I don't think that was a bad price, really, because the condition of the box is really good. So what I'm going to do, before I put it back in the box, I want to give the box a bit of a wipe down, because it's got a bit of residue here and there. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll put Han, Leia, and Chewie back in the box to go on display in the toy room. Right, so I've cleaned the box, and all I've done, I've just given it a wipe over with like a baby wet one, because it's, as I said, it's not in bad condition. It's just, it's just got a few little bit of residue here and there. So I've just wiped over the plastic window and kind of the front and the top of the box. Everything else is fairly clean. There's still a little bit of residue, but I don't want to scratch it. Hence why I've used a baby wet one. If it's good enough for a baby skin, it's good enough for my Star Wars Power of the Force Mynock Hunt with Chewbacca, Princess Leia Organa, and Han Solo. So yeah, it's good. I'm happy with it. But one of the things I've noticed, I mean, obviously I'm going to put this on display. So if you were just going to put this back in the box, Han's going to, and it's going to be moved around or stored somewhere, Han's going to drop his gun again. But I've noticed this. Literally, this I didn't notice this when I opened the box, but you can see there, Chewbacca, his kind of whatever it is kind of disintegrating as well. So Leia doesn't have a weapon in this scene, and the metal fixings, the metal wire, plastic wire is fine. It's that's not going to disintegrate, or if it does, it won't be for like 100 years. But this stuff is disintegrating on Chewie's gun as well. So I'm sort of thinking, because it's going to go on display, I might as well, I don't know. Yeah, it's just coming off. I don't know, I could leave it. I've just taken that bottom bit off. I don't know. I don't know whether just to remove it from Chewbacca as well. Let's see how. Yeah, look at that. It's just breaking off. So I may as well, while I've got the box, yeah, look, it's just come off completely. And there's a little bit, I found a little bit in the box. So what I'm going to do, I think that's it, yeah, that's all of it. So that's, yeah, all that is gone. There's nothing, yeah. Is there anything on, I think, and that's still in Chewy's hand. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, because even though it was still intact to a degree, that would have just come off at some point. But yeah, I mean Chewy's crossbow is secure there. Hand's gun, it's as secure as it's going to be. And as I said, I want to display it, you know, so it's not like it's going in a box or anything. But look at that. It's a great little set. I really like it. So was it £12? I offered her a tenner. She goes, no, it's only the gun that's dropped. She never told me it had been opened, but I'm thinking it had been opened because they tried to place the gun back in Hand's hand. And also, if you noticed, which should be the screenshot, where she put the post-it note price, it was covering Han Solo. So I think, I'll be honest, she probably would have only mentioned it if you'd asked. Yeah, well pleased with that. £12 for that. I think that's a really, really good price. And I just loved the Millennium Falcon and Empire Strikes Back. I mean, my favourite is of the original trilogy. My favourite would be Return of the Jedi because it was the first film I saw in the cinema. It means so much to me. Then Star Wars, or A New Hope as it's called now, would be my second choice because it was the first one I saw. Then Empire Strikes Back, it was the third one I saw, so it's my third choice. But yeah, really, really happy with that. I think it's great, really, really good. But yeah, I don't, because if I'd bought it a few years ago, I would have opened it, because I opened most of these sets. But because there's a bit of nostalgia involved, and I love the packaging, I'll keep it as it is. So yeah, that's dried now. So I'm going to put that back in there, if I can, without... Is Han going to drop his gun? Let's have a look. Is that? It's getting caught. Oh, I never noticed that image on there. That's a nice little image there as well. Let's try and get this in the box without destroying it. And there we go, look at that. That is, honestly, that is great. I'm so happy with that. Look at it. So, yeah, it's a little bit of residue. A lot of it is a wear, probably from being in someone's collection or in a box, or just travelling to toy fairs. But, yeah, really, really happy with this. I'd give this set 10 out of 10. And I love it. I absolutely love the packaging. Really, really good. But I'm not going to move it anymore because I don't want Han to drop his gun while this is transferred. I need to find a place for it. I need to find a place for it in a toy room. But that's not going in the loft. That is going on display. But that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel, and you can see all the reflections in my kitchen. That big blue thing, that's one of those dryers, you know, the ones you plug in and put your clothes in, and then it's like a tent for your clothes to dry. My wife says she cannot wait until she can hang the clothes, all the washing out in the garden again. So that can't be too long, can it? That can't be too long. But that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Also helps the channel. £12. I think that was a good price. Let your eyes be your guide. And I'll see you in the next one.